We got an NFL Hall of Fame or not. We got 15 players here. We're going to decide if they deserve to be in the NFL Hall of Fame or not.
Let's do it.
First guy up, old Phillip Rivers.
I say no. I know the stats are there, but not enough playoff success. I think to be in the NFL Hall of Fame is harder to get into. I think if you're a quarterback, you either have to have like a Drew Brees-esque stats in the regular season, and you have to have at least some.
Have you seen his stats though?
I have.
He's top 5 in almost every major category.
I don't. I think it's inflated. It's obvious. It's inflated because of the era, but.
God damn it! I agree. No, I honestly said no too. I wanted y'all to say yes because everything I was looking.
He's also been starting since day one
and stuff. They say yes, but I say no too for the same exact reason. Even though he is top 5 in TDs, yards, played 240 games in a row. He was 5-7 in the playoffs. Yeah. Never made a Super Bowl, lost in the conference championship, and like you said,
how many conference championships did he even get to?
He won. He only made one.
No.
And he wasn't. And he played it. He played in an era to where passing was the thing. It is the thing. So it inflates his stats. And also, there was never a period in time where Phillip Rivers played in his career to where you're like, this guy's like
he
top
was the
3,
best.
maybe even top 5.
Yeah.
I mean, you had Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, Drew Brees. Those were like the 3.
Rodgers.
And then after that,
Brett Favre,
Rodgers and Ben Roethlisberger. You'd probably take them over Phillip too. So he was never even like top 5.
Donovan McNabb. I mean,
you could argue he was top 5, but he was never like a lock. And I don't think a QB that's. I know his stats are insane, but like a QB that doesn't even make top 5
ever
in his respective era.
Yeah,
or he's not even a top 5 quarterback in his respective era. Like,
no. Big E.
Yeah.
All right. This next one's pretty stupid.
He's a no
Tony
for
Romo.
me also, too. Just purely because of the lack of postseason success. That's really
Tony,
why.
But no chance.
Yeah, no chance.
I actually, I bet Phillip does get in at some point.
No, I think
at some point he will.
He will.
Definitely not
He'll
first
get
ballot.
in on some ballot.
They do so many ballots
because you can keep doing it every year. So Phillip will get in. I would say no though.
He'll get in eventually.
Tony, no.
Yeah.
Yeah. No.
My boy, Eli Manning.
Yes.
I say yes. Two Super Bowl MVPs.
Yeah.
Like
and
you can't.
He
That's
beat the
enough for
best,
me also.
arguably the best team ever in that Pats team that went 16-0. And like
his stats are there too. I mean,
Yeah.
he's like top 10 in passing yards.
I kind of looked this up, but like Joe Namath made the Hall of Fame, and he made 1 Pro Bowl and won 1 Super Bowl. Brian Griese made the Hall of Fame too, and he was a 6-time.
Joe Namath have like more interceptions. Than
Yeah.
He wasn't even. He made 1 Pro Bowler. Eli made 4, but I mean, yeah, I think Eli.
How many did Phillip make?
I don't know. I didn't look that up, but I think Eli definitely gets in.
I think Eli gets in too.
Yeah. That's what I thought. Marshawn Lynch.
I'm gonna say yes. Marshawn, he ranks 29th all
Same.
time in rush yards, and there's only 11 people ahead of him who are not in. It's up for debate on if he's better than those 11 or not. But he's also 8th in postseason rushing yards. Everyone ahead of him, the top 7, are all in the Hall of Fame. And right now he ranks 16th all time in TDs, 8th all time in postseason TDs. He won a Super Bowl ring with the Legion of Boom. And then you throw in, the stardom he had, the Skittles, the fans loved him, that Saints play. Like,
the runs.
I think
He's had those two,
I think
iconic
I think his
runs.
stats are there. I think the fame is there, the legacy, the impact to the game.
Do you know how many Pro Bowls he made?
I don't know.
I mean, how long was what was his prime? Like, how long was he actually?
He was
good
really
for?
good on the Bills before he got to
his
the
prime.
Seahawks.
Yeah,
We'll
but
look it up.
Marshawn's definitely a very debatable guy.
Was it like 6 years, maybe? Like of him
Yeah.
like being good.
Yeah,
Hang on, I got it. Hold on.
It's not bad for running back.
I mean, yeah.
I don't know. I'm on the fence with that, man. Like, I just don't know if he was good enough for long enough.
Okay, his rookie year in 2007, he had 1,100 yards. Then he had 1,000 yards his next year in 2008. Then he had a couple he had 2009 and 2010 were lull years. Then he went 1,200 yards, 1,600 yards, 1,250, 1,300 yards. He had another
So he had 5.
and another
7, 8, 12, 11, 12, 13 in his 6 good years.
another argument too for it is like the era,
Many
right? So
touchdowns.
like
Yeah.
the QB Phillip, it's like his stats are inflated because he's played in a passer era. Marshawn played in a non-rushing.
That's Hall of
era.
Fame.
Five-time.
So a lot of these current guys that are in the Hall of Fame that are running backs,
Yeah.
obviously their stats are better because running the ball was the priority back then.
He was a 5-time Pro Bowler, and he made first team All Pro 1 year too.
Fuck. I think.
I say yes.
Yeah, I think he gets
I
in.
say yes.
Yeah.
Hell no. I think he'll take a little bit to get in, but I
Probably,
think he'll
yeah.
eventually get in.
Yeah.
I think he's
Next
a
man up,
but he's not a
Frank
first ballot.
the Tank
but yeah,
Gore.
He's a yes.
Oh, buddy.
Yeah.
Frank the Tank, baby.
He's
Yeah,
a
he's
I think
he's
he'll get
unanimous.
He's the
but
third
just not
most
first
yards
ballot.
in history. So, I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a lot.
Fuck yeah.
I'm just
Fuck
curious.
yeah.
I want to look up how
The
many. He made 5 Pro Bowls.
the longevity, the numbers,
God.
the success.
Tank?
Oh my
just, I mean,
God.
he
He
was
played
in
for
there.
so fucking
Dude.
long.
Yeah.
I'm just going to rip off his years. 1,700 yards, 1,100 yards, 1,000 yards, 1,100 yards, 850 yards, 1,200 yards, 1,200 yards, 1,100 yards, 1,100 yards, 1,000 yards, 1,000 yards, 900 yards, 700 yards.
God, just as consistent as they come.
And he still has a 600 yard, 600 yard, and a 600 yard.
He never got hurt either.
No. His lowest total in a season
Bro,
is 599.
Imagine the CTE for Frank Gore.
That guy's
my
toast.
God.
Yeah,
His
that's-
brain is probably mashed
Yeah.
potatoes, bro.
Yeah, poor bastard.
Yeah. All right.
That was like
bro.
Jets Frank
Yeah,
Gore.
not great.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I think
So
I mean, he's
unanimous
boxing now
yeses
too. It's
for
only going to
the
get
Tank.
worse.
He's
So.
unanimous.
Wes Welker.
No.
I say no.
I'm
well,
saying
I'm
no.
gonna look real quick.
Agreed. Yep. Yeah. I got him. Yeah. I got him. Yeah, but only
Welker
I got
was
him. Yeah,
really
because
He
of
was
how
good. I would say the
dominant and how,
argument for
good
Welker
his
to
numbers
get
were
is
when he
the
was
fact
in his
that he
prime,
kinda
and then also the
evolutionized, like,
success
the
the
slot
teams had
receiver.
because he was
He was
a
like
part
one
of
of
them.
the
But he's
first
not a
guys
first
that was like,
ballot
okay, the
at
slot
all.
receivers are actually a very important part of the game, and like they
Yeah.
can make a tremendous impact. And he was, with Brady. He was
So
Brady.
he
Exactly.
had a 7-year run. Other than that, he did nothing. But in the 7 years, he led the league in receptions 3 times, made 5 Pro Bowls and 2 first-team All-Pros.
Yeah.
He's a Lubbock boy.
That's a Lubbock boy.
His career also ended kind of early because of concussion issues too. So I mean, I think putting that
He won
in consideration.
Offensive Player of the
I got
Year
him going in.
in 07. Won
I got him
Comeback
going
Player of
in,
the
but
Year.
not first ballot. But I got him.
I
going
say
in
no.
because he
I
did.
say
He did
no as
change.
well.
the
But I
I'm
think
saying
it
it's
probably
close.
eventually
It's
gets
close,
in.
but
I
I-
would say no.
I'd say no. It's just
2 first-team All-Pros, though. That's impressive.
yeah, I know. It's just not a big enough body of work for a
hold on,
receiver.
Let's take a
Yeah,
look.
he only has 7 years. And in
Yeah.
those years, one of the years he has 800 yards.
Well, let's take a look
Another he has
at
700
let's
yards.
take a look at the current receivers that are in the Hall of Fame.
That's we got to put him up against that.
We got to compare to the list here.
I can pull up his postseason.
Is there any way to look? Is there any way to look
Sure.
at his postseason
That's
numbers?
true. How many?
too?
Well, actually, he didn't win a Super Bowl, did he? 'Cause-
Uh,
No, because the
did he
Pats.
not?
Because the Pats
Because that's
didn't
a
win
big
in
part
that
of
time.
his success too.
They won in like 03, 04, 06, and then they didn't win again until like 2015.
Yeah, I thought he did.
16.
I thought he did with the Pats.
Oh, he might have.
was he?
No. He won. I don't think he was. Because they won.
Wasn't
they
he
won
on
in
the
15,
Broncos, though,
and he was
the
on the
year they
Rams
won,
in
or am I
15. He was
tripping?
on the Broncos for 13.
He might have been hurt. He might have been
13,
hurt.
14.
He wasn't. He might have been hurt. I'm still going, yeah, because he changed how the slot positions looked at, and so if you're going to put
Yeah,
someone in
I
the
don't-
Hall
I
of
don't-
Fame for
yeah,
slot receiver,
say
it's got to
no.
be him first.
I mean, he had a
So that's my
7-year
logic.
run, and in those 7
But
years,
it won't
2 of
be
the years
first
he had
ballot
less than
at
850 yards. He had 5 years.
He just wasn't good for long
Yeah.
enough.
No.
And he didn't score any touchdowns. Like, he averaged like 5 touchdowns a year, 6 touchdowns a year. So, yeah, no.
All right. Next, another Patriots slot receiver, Julian Edelman.
No.
No chance.
No.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, Edelman's awesome and has a great story.
If this was the Basketball Hall of Fame,
Definitely.
Yeah.
he would get in.
Because basketball.
No,
like,
if
great role
West doesn't
players
get
make
in,
the Hall
then
of Fame
Julian
because
Edelman
they're a
doesn't
part of
get
winning,
in.
and Edelman is, but he's not.
NFL's a
Yeah.
different animal.
Yeah, no.
Yeah. Devontae Adams.
Yeah.
I think he eventually will get in.
At the end of his career, right now.
We're gonna say
Yeah.
for the end of his career, I guess.
Yes,
if you
definitely.
Yeah,
if
I
you
think he's gonna be known
project.
as one of the best receivers ever to do it.
He'll be.
Yeah.
I mean, he'll be on the all-decade
Yeah.
team.
Yeah.
I mean, if you make an all-decade team, I feel like
Yeah.
you
He's
probably
he's
should.
gonna
Actually,
get
was he
in.
on the all?
Definitely.
He wasn't on. He wasn't on 2010s.
He didn't really turn
He'll
it
probably
on.
be on. Actually, I don't know if
One
he'll
thing
be
though,
on
where
this one.
where
though, 'cause he
NFL
locked-
differs from Basketball Hall of Fame is I feel like NFL puts stats as a bigger priority versus basketball puts winning on more of a priority.
Yeah,
And I think that's
definitely.
why, like, and I think Phillip will get in. I wouldn't put him in, but I think he will get in
Yeah.
because of his statistical input
Yeah.
versus like a guy like Devontae. Like he's
Yeah, you're
he
right.
made it over a Super Bowl. but it's
NFL
like,
is more like
but we're all like, yeah,
individualistic.
he's unanimous because of what the numbers he puts up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Devontae definitely.
Yeah.
Keenan Allen.
Longevity matters more
All right,
in the
I'm gonna
NFL
take this
for
one.
the Hall of
I'm
Fame.
gonna. I knew
Yeah,
I
hang
was
on.
gonna say no to Keenan Allen, but I'm gonna say yes that Keenan Allen will get in the Hall of Fame.
Wow.
He has never been the best receiver in the league, but he's always been a really good receiver. And the way he plays, he doesn't rely on his explosiveness or anything like that. He's a route running technician. I wouldn't be shocked if he plays late in his 30s. And if he can get another 5,300 yards for the rest of his career, that would put him at 14,000 career yards, and only 12 players in NFL history have hit that 14K mark, and 8 of them are in the Hall of Fame, and the other few are pending that he'll probably get in the Hall of Fame. And you throw in the fact, too, that he's playing with one of the game's most exciting young QBs in Justin Herbert. He could easily get a Super Bowl ring on there. So if he gets, 5 more 1,000-yard seasons, which I think
I
he
agree
could,
with you.
he could if he does that, he's in the Hall of Fame.
Okay,
My thing is-
listen to this. He came in 2003. He won Rookie of the Year in 2013. He's had 1,000 yards, 780, 720, 1,400 yards, 1,200, 1,200, 1,000, 1,100.
Yeah, he's consistent. And he's also been, since 2016.
and he's a 5-time Pro Bowler already.
Everyone's like he gets hurt all the time, but since he tore his
Yep.
ACL in 2016, he has never had another major injury. It
Well-
seems crazy because it seems like he's hurt every year.
He
The
started
past
at least
And the
13 games
receptions,
The
last
past
too.
5 years, he's been playing like 90% of the games.
Yeah.
Well, my thing is, like, I mean, you say, like, if he gets 5,300 yards, like, there's definitely no guarantee he's getting 5,300 yards these next 5
Oh, there's
years.
okay, but
there's
right
not
now,
there's not a guarantee to anything.
If he's on this
you
trajectory,
cut his,
yes.
If you cut his career right now, he already has a better career than Wes Welker.
Yeah, but I don't think
Keenan Allen-
statistically,
I don't
he
think
has more
Keenan Allen-
He's
Keenan Allen
a
is-
currently 5-time in a row Pro Bowler. He's made the Pro Bowl
Dude,
every year in the last 5
I've
years.
always been a fan of Keenan Allen, and he's always been one of the most slept-on
Yeah,
players in the
absolutely.
league. Because
I agree with you.
Because he's been surrounded by Julio Jones and then getting like Calvin Johnson,
Yeah.
all these like big-name receivers to where it gets forgotten about. But year in, year out, when he's healthy, he fucking puts up numbers,
Well, I
bro.
think trajectory too, like you talked about. Like not only has he already been this good so far, he's also playing with Herbert for the next
Exactly.
at least 2 or
So
3
let's
years.
say
So he's
even-
gonna have another
even
great
if he
2 or
doesn't
3
hit
years.
that 14K
Yeah.
mark, if he wins a Super Bowl, and let's say he's at like 12 or 13K, that might.
I
get
mean,
him
if
in.
he ends up being like a 7 or 8 time Pro Bowler, then yeah, he'll get
That's
He's
in.
already
another
a
thing. He's
5-time
already a
Pro
5-time Pro Bowler. He's
Yeah.
probably gonna make another 2
yeah,
or
Yeah.
3.
and he's in the best situation to make
He's
his
won
case to
comeback
get in.
player of the year. He's won rookie of the year.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm not ready to say he's a shoo-in though. Like,
Oh,
No,
I'm not.
he's not a
No, no,
shoo-in.
no.
Yeah.
No one's saying he's a shoo-in.
Yeah.
And I said that's why it's bold, obviously. But I think that
I do too.
if I was a betting man, I would say at the end of his career, not a first ballot, but he eventually will get in the Hall of Fame. And I'm basing on what I project for the rest of his career that he's going to output statistically, and maybe his winning too with Herbert and all that.
I think I'm gonna say no.
I mean, he'll. I'm gonna say no, but I mean, he could get there. It just because he'll have the reception number because he gets over 100. He's been getting over 100.
I think he
receptions
might-
I don't
the
think
past
there's any
5
reason why he
years.
couldn't
So,
keep
I mean,
it up.
I
He's
think-
playing with
mind.
Herbert as
I
the
think
number
The
I
one
think
reception
option.
he's
numbers
like
will
the
be up
most
there
like
in terms
because
of
I
all
feel like
time,
usually
but
like if someone
I
was
don't know. It
asked
depends if he can
Keenan
keep that
Allen,
up.
like instant thought in your mind is like, no, Keenan Allen's not going to make the Hall.
That's
of Fame.
that's
It's closer than
Yeah,
I
Then,
thought.
but
that's
then
the
when
only
you like
thing.
dive deep, and
Yeah,
you look at his
I agree.
body of work,
His
and,
stats
like, and
are
his, and
impressive.
in his next 5-year like projection, it's like he's got a chance. He's got a legit chance.
I mean,
Like,
he's been like literally
It's
every
much
single year the
closer.
past 5 years. He's been in the
dude,
Pro
he
Bowl.
puts out numbers.
every
Like,
single. He's had 5. Okay, so he's
he's so slept on.
the only reason he hasn't had 5 seasons in a row with 1,000 yards or more is because one year he had 992.
Yeah.
That's it. And he also has 1,000-yard year as his rookie year, so he's already
and that's
basically
when he was
6
playing
1,000-yard
with a
seasons.
very declined Phillip Rivers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, we should do Mike Evans. Is Mike Evans on there already?
Nope.
We should add him. It'd be a good one. I do too.
I guess I'll throw that one in the end.
Sorry.
Matt Ryan.
No.
I think he's
No.
Hall of Famer.
If
low-key,
Phillip Rivers
before we
ain't
get to
getting
that,
in,
but yeah,
Matt
I
Ryan
think he
surely
is.
is not getting
No.
in. Even if Matt Ryan won that Super Bowl, I still don't think
No.
he gets in.
No.
Outside
Maybe
of that,
with the Super Bowl.
outside of
If he
Maybe with
wins
the Super
MVP.
Bowl.
If you
outside
blow
of
a
that
27-3
MVP year, though,
lead,
there
you
was
ain't getting
never a
in. Tell
year
you
to
that
where you
much.
looked at his numbers and you were like, this guy is top 3 elite.
Yeah.
I think
Like Phillip Rivers, like was that, or maybe not top 3, but Phillip Rivers, like year in year out, was like right there. Like his consistency was there. Matt Ryan, I don't think we've seen that same consistency throughout his whole career.
I mean, there were years though
Phillip
where that
Rivers.
Falcons team was like really fucking good. Like,
Oh yeah,
there were years.
and
I
Matt
mean,
Ryan was really good, but it wasn't only because they had
I
Kyle
think if he-
Shanahan, they had a young Devontae Freeman.
Yeah.
That team was stacked.
He's only been to 4 Pro Bowls.
Yeah,
That would change.
that would
Yes.
change.
Yes.
What? My thing is with him, what if he's able to pull out a Super Bowl with the Colts while he's there? Does that change it? I was about to say, I feel like that would change everything with him personally. I'm not
Yeah.
saying it's
No,
going
if
to
Matt,
happen,
yeah,
but
Matt,
I feel like if that were
obviously
to
it
happen,
definitely
it
elevate
would
his
totally
case
change
tremendously.
because it's like the Stafford shit.
But I think
honestly.
even if he wants
like
to go
everyone
with
looks
the
at
Colts,
Stafford totally
then,
different
like,
now
that's-
since he won
yeah,
a
let's say
Super
he wins
Bowl.
one. I
So
still don't think he's going to get in, unless he added a few more Pro Bowlers and stuff. But
You don't think if he won a Super Bowl with the Colts, he wouldn't get in?
I know because I think he's still a 4-time Pro Bowler.
He'd probably be a 5 or 6-time Pro Bowler by the end of his career if he's that good with the Colts, though. I mean, I assume if the Colts are like 12-5, win the Super Bowl, he probably makes the Pro Bowl that year.
Well, maybe.
Yeah, he is in the
That's-
AFC. That's true. Yeah. I mean, if he
He is in the
hypothetically
AFC,
were to
though,
win,
so it's going
he
to be
would
pretty
have
tough to make
Rookie of the
All-Pro.
Year, Offensive Player of the Year, and MVP.
yeah, so I mean,
He'd have
it's iffy,
probably a
but
Super
it
Bowl
would definitely
MVP,
make
Super
things
Bowl
more
win, and he'd
interesting
win
if he
2
won a
Super
bowl.
Bowls. That's a pretty sizable resume.
It's good.
Yeah.
And he has
I'd put him in.
probably a ton of. I mean, he's got almost 60,000
For
passing
quarterbacks,
yards.
though, it's hard to get in, man. I mean,
Yeah.
Eli's even debatable, and Eli's the same 4-time Pro Bowler with 2 rings, and he beat the best team ever. And Eli,
Yeah.
to the analysts, NFL analysts and shit, there's still half the people that are like Eli shouldn't
Yeah.
be in.
Yeah.
So I don't think Matt with 1. would
Yeah,
get in.
I don't think Matt gets in.
Yeah.
I think it's interesting though if he wins with the Colts. That would definitely throw a wrench into things.
Matt Stafford.
No. There's only. I don't even think.
I
he gets
think
another one.
Matt's gonna have the stats to get in
No.
with the ring.
No, so I don't think.
No.
Matt, I think there's
wow.
no way.
Unless
Matt gets
unless
in.
he gets
Pro Bowl.
another
There's
one.
yeah, exactly. There's only 29 QBs in the Hall of Fame, and only 4 don't have a first-team All-Pro, being Roger Staubach, John Elway, and Troy Aikman, and Warren
John
Moon.
Elway never made first team
Nope,
All-Pro.
or Troy
That's
Aikman, or Roger
disgraceful.
Staubach. And yeah, like you
Cowboys.
said, Matthew Stafford has only made 1 Pro Bowl, which they look at. Mitchell Trubisky made a Pro
Yeah.
Bowl. And back to the era thing too, like his stats are inflated because of the era he played in and the fact that he was on a
Yeah.
Lions team for all these years that had a shit-stained defense. They were playing behind, and he had to play catch-up.
How did he not make the Pro Bowl last year?
He's only made 1. Yeah.
That's ridiculous.
How did he not make it last
Who
year?
knows?
Who made it? Rodgers,
I have no idea.
Kyler,
And Tom.
Tom. No, you still
I
get
think
like
that-
you
I
still
think-
get
You still
the
get
nod.
recognition.
You still get recognition that you made it. Yeah.
Well,
I think
you know
there's
why
no
he didn't
way
make
Matthew
it? It's 'cause
Stafford
he didn't
makes
make
it.
the list. 'cause
I mean,
he was in the Super
he'd
Bowl.
have to win at least another Super Bowl with the Rams and go to.
Well,
like,
I
4
think
more
I think
Pro
these
Bowls.
Do you
years he's
still-
about
okay,
to
see, I
have.
didn't know if they still
34
gave you
now.
the
Like, that's not
recognition.
very
I
likely.
mean, quarterbacks play for a while. I would say no. Yeah.
I mean, I think these years he's about to have with the Rams. Like, I think that's going to help his case so much more because they're going to be in the thick of things in the NFC for the next couple of years, assuming he's healthy.
It's gonna help his case, but I still say no.
I think
He's
I
got
think
a
he's gonna
lot of
get in.
work to do.
I think he's going to get
Same
in.
here.
He's got a
I think
shitload.
eventually, I think he's going to have the numbers.
I
to
mean,
get in.
because
And I think
okay,
he also-
before this past season, like if you ask anyone, they say there's literally a 0% chance he gets in.
Yeah.
And so I don't think 1 Super Bowl gets him in. Like,
Did
okay,
he win MVP?
no, Matt Stafford's never won MVP.
No. Super Bowl MVP.
No, Aaron Donald did.
He did?
I think Aaron Donald
Who won? Hang on.
did. Or no, Cup. Cup. No, I think Cup
Yeah,
won it.
Cup did.
Yeah, Cup. But like I was saying, yeah, Stafford before the Super Bowl is like literally 0% chance.
It might have
was
shit. It
So
might
I
have
don't
been
think
fucking
winning
Cup.
1 Super Bowl
It might have been
gets
Cup.
him onto like that fringe.
I was
Well,
gonna
I
say, it
think
might
he's
have been
going to have the
Cup.
Super Bowl, and I think by the time his career's over, he's going to be in the top 10 of a lot of categories, and I think that's
He
gonna
is
help.
he's the youngest. He is the youngest player to ever hit some
Certain
passing
marks.
numbers. Like he's the youngest quarterback ever to
Okay,
hit like
but
10,000 yards.
But let's
or
say you
20,000
said no for
yards.
His
Phillip
numbers
Rivers.
will
If
be
Phillip
there.
Rivers is top 5 in all these, and let's say Stafford's 9, 10, 11, whatever, hovering, and he has that 1 Super Bowl, is that 1 Super Bowl on that great Rams team that much more valuable to where he should get in over Phillip Rivers?
I think so. A ring's a ring, man.
Well, what if Phillip Rivers play? But the NFL doesn't evaluate that ring as much. They value stats more in a sense.
I mean, well,
Basketball
I think the ring
evaluates
matters
winning
more.
more. But I'm saying with the
Yeah,
I'm
I
saying
think
how
if
the
he gets
NFL
two,
looks at it.
if he gets
It's
two,
stink.
he's over.
I think they view that Super Bowl as a pretty big thing.
No, they view it as a big thing, but I'm saying that they view stats to a bigger extent.
Well,
For reference,
I mean,
Phillip Rivers is an 8-time Pro Bowler.
Yeah. I don't think you can say no or yes
I
to
mean,
Stafford,
I guess
no
for
to
doing that,
Phillip.
then yeah, fuck.
One
Unless
thing
I
that's
wanna say yes for
interesting.
both.
That's why, like, everything I'm basing this off of is like what I view the NFL's ideology of this guy's a
That
qualifier.
makes
You
me
know
wanna,
one
that makes me
thing-
want to say yes for both.
You know one thing that's interesting about Matt Ryan?
Huh.
He'll pass Phillip Rivers in career passing yards this year. Probably.
Will he actually?
He's Phillips at 63, 400, and
Well, that's the thing,
Matt's
too.
at like
Phillip-
5,
Phillips
9,
at the top
7.
right now, but he's gonna get passed up a
Yeah,
lot over these next
definitely.
5-10 years.
Yeah.
by a lot
So
of
is
people.
Eli and all those guys.
Yeah.
I mean, most of them are. I mean, that makes me want to put both of them in.
Stafford's going to be up there too. But that's the thing. Like, if all these quarterbacks keep just
It's
getting
like
these
there's-
yards,
it's
you
where's the
can't just be
value
like,
in it?
oh
Yeah.
yeah, John Elway only had this many,
Exactly.
so all these people have to be in.
You
So
have to adjust
you
it
have
to the
balance
era.
Yeah, you have
Yeah.
to balance it. So I say no on Stafford after
Yeah,
looking at
I
the
say
stats.
no.
Unless he goes on like a 3-year run that like's incredible. Like if he makes like all pro 3 years or something.
I just think at this point in his career, that's
I think
unlikely.
it's a
Like, that's
no.
why
unless,
I think the Keenan Allen thing is more
Yeah.
likely than like
I was about
Matthew
to
Well,
say,
that's another
unless
thing
he's
about
able
Stafford
to
is like
win more.
like you said about Phillip. Like how many times have you ever said Matthew Stafford is top 5 quarterback in the league? Even now, after winning a Super Bowl, I don't think anyone has Matthew Stafford as
No.
top 5 quarterback.
No.
So I mean, maybe some people.
I don't know why. I just like Stafford, man.
I do
I
too.
want to put him in.
I'm surprised he's only made 1 Pro Bowl.
That sounds.
I guess
crazy.
if Rodgers and Breeze have been in the NFC,
I mean, they've been shoo-ins every year.
who's the other quarterback?
I feel
in the
like-
NFC? I mean, Romo was there for a while.
Eli.
I feel like-
4 of them.
Who else?
McNabb was before him.
Yeah, Donovan McNabb.
That was before. I mean, who are we missing?
We're missing someone. I know
For
we're missing
sure.
someone. Saints,
Big Ben,
Bucks,
or no, Big Ben's
Cam-
AFC.
no one on the
Big Ben's AFC.
Vic.
Cam Newton made a couple. He made a lot.
Yeah, Michael Vick with the Falcons, I guess.
Or hell with the Eagles too. He made some
Yeah.
with the
Did
Eagles.
Kaepernick make one?
Probably. Russell Wilson.
Yeah, right. Yeah.
Wilson.
So there's always,
Yeah.
and that's why I think it's with like all these quarterbacks. It's, yeah, I think that's
Fuck
the
that.
biggest outliers, the era, and you got to look at their peers, how their peers play, and like if they equal up on the same degree, it's like you got to really put up legit numbers or a
Yeah.
lot of wins,
Yeah.
one
Yeah.
or the other.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, two. I mean, if he
oh,
won
if,
two
if
more,
he got 3, I think he would.
Yeah.
Get in. Yeah. If you win, especially in
I
today's
just wonder
I mean,
what
shit,
two
if
more
he
like
won-
Super
if he
Bowls
wins
would do
another
for
one,
him. That's what
probably
I don't
yeah.
know.
because then it's like Eli. He's got 2 rings. The passing totals are going to be just the same
But I mean,
as Eli.
but I think Eli, 4-time Pro Bowler, he
I
took
think
a
you make the
9-7
argument.
wild card team and
the
beat
story
the
around
16
Eli,
The story- and it's
the
New
story
York.
around
and
Eli
people are
going
to
to
say Stafford
yes.
got dropped into a fucking dream A+ scenario all around.
But they're not gonna be looking at that when they do the voting. They're gonna look at the numbers and what happened. Like he won 2 Super Bowls.
Well, I
He-
think they
Stafford's
look at. I think they look at everything.
Stafford would definitely have to win at least another Super Bowl and make a couple more Pro Bowls, maybe even
Yeah.
a second team All Pro.
Yeah,
If he makes like
yeah.
a couple second team All Pros, maybe maybe a first team if he has an amazing year or something. But he's also older, so that,
Yeah,
I'll say
he's,
no.
he's got a definitely an uphill battle
Yeah.
to get in.
So we got 3 no's and a yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Zeke.
No.
I say no also unless he gets 2 more Super Bowls.
Okay.
I
Actually,
personally,
there
I think
is, I think, an argument to be made for
no,
Zeke.
but at the same time, he does have.
I mean,
he
his
leads
numbers
the
are
NFL in
crazy.
touches
His
since
numbers
he
are
came
good.
into the NFL.
I mean, his numbers.
So
He doesn't get hurt.
His lowest rushing
there,
total.
that's what I'm saying. Like, there's like,
His
I mean,
lowest
he's got
rushing
the
total in 6 years is
longevity.
979
Yeah.
yards. This is
Numbers
Didn't
are
he
good.
break the
He's
rookie
got the
rushing record as
longevity.
well?
Yeah.
He plays on
He's
the
made a
Cowboys.
few first-
I
Well,
mean,
He's
Yeah.
made
There's
a
a good-
few All-Pro teams too,
He's
right?
made 3 Pro Bowls and a first team All Pros rookie year. He's had 1,600 yards, 980 yards, 1,400 yards, 1,400 yards, 980 yards, and 1,000 yards.
So, and we're not.
He's got to keep it up.
Yeah, we're not going to see any more 1,500, 1,600 yards. But if he can get 5 more 1,000-yard seasons,
He's
And the
in.
900 year
in.
was
I
when
don't
he
know
was
if that's going to
suspended.
happen. I say no.
I trend
I-
towards
I
no.
say no.
I just don't see. I
1,000
don't think he can
yards.
keep it up.
He'll
His best
he'll
days are
be in.
behind him.
Yeah.
And
facts.
it helps being a Cowboy running back too.
Oh, he's actually made 2 All-Pro teams. He made a
Yeah,
second.
I'm gonna
team
say
All-Pro
no, but
one
if
year.
he's able to keep
So
it,
he's a
if he can get a
two-time
few more 1,000-yard seasons, I'll
he's
say yeah.
kind of
But
debatable.
He
for now,
he
no.
definitely could.
Yeah.
But I would just. I think he's digressing tremendously.
Yeah.
So.
I think
I'd want to also see other guys. Like I'd want to see like Jamal Charles, Shady McCoy,
Yeah.
like how he stacks up to those guys, and then even like go back to like guys who are already in like
He
Terrell
is, yeah.
Davis, like
Well, hell,
Jerome Bettis.
Because
like,
I think most people say Jamal Charles isn't going to make the Hall of Fame.
Jamal Charles was a stud.
But his prime wasn't very
He has
long.
like 6. He has like 6 Pro Bowls, right? Something like that.
I think Jamal Charles was a.
I mean, he played 10 years. He only played until 32, so the longevity wasn't
Yeah.
really there.
His
for him.
prime was
But I mean,
insane.
his prime.
Or his accolades.
I mean, yeah, his last Jamal Charles' his last 4 seasons.
How good? How good
His last 4
was
seasons
he
he was
bad?
hurt.
The last
He
year
only
of his
had
career?
5 good
Or
years.
was
Yeah.
he? Because
He
I
had
mean,
5 years
was-
over a
Then
decade.
some off-
He
I
was a
forget who it
4-time
was,
Pro
but
Bowler
some
and a
tackle
3-time
just got
All-Pro,
in.
twice a first
Yeah.
team All-Pro.
He just
first
if
team.
he
not enough.
If he could have
No.
stayed healthy, he could have got in. But
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not.
What
enough.
about Shady?
Not enough.
He had a couple good years on the Bills too. I feel like Shady's
No,
might be
but
more than
his-
because
Shady
his,
only
his was,
played
his was much
11
shorter.
years,
His
one
was
extra year
shorter
than
than
Jamal.
Jamal's. I feel like his
Shady actually
Shady was
No.
a 6-time Pro Bowler though.
Shady put up more stats for a longer period
Yeah.
than Jamal. I mean, yeah, Shady had 1, 2,
Yeah,
3.
that's a. I
he
think
had like a
he
7 or
wasn't
8 year
as
stretch to where he was
insane.
hitting at least like 800 yards.
Also, when Jamal was in his
Aaron
prime, he
Foster's
also like
another
the
argument.
season he wasn't
I
in
feel
his
like he
prime.
only
That's
had
when
a-
Aaron
yeah, I feel
Foster
like
he only had
was
a
like
couple
the best
good
running
years.
back.
That guy
in the
was
NFL.
so good
He
when
was
he played.
awesome.
That's also that.
What about Lev Bell?
No, he didn't play long enough.
Really?
Oh, and he only had like 3
God,
good years.
dude, if Arian
he
Foster
was
like
so
because
fucking
Arian
good,
Foster was
man.
one of the he was
That's-
one of the first guys too that was like
No.
a legit
the,
receiving.
especially
Yeah.
the way it
He was
ended out
awesome.
for his career. You can't put him in there. Was good.
Wow. You know Le'Veon Bell never had more than 9 touchdowns in a season?
Yeah, he was. Arian
Never
Foster
had-
was
he
cold.
never
He
had
was only-
prime last
He was
season.
He
only
had 3
cold
good
as shit
years.
for
He
3
had a
years,
year
and
with
then he went
1,300
vegan.
yards, a year
Yeah.
with
But
1,200, a year with 1,300.
it makes you think though if you
So-
wonder that like the NFL Hall of Fame committee is going to start like adjusting their rating factor for running backs. They're going to have
Yeah.
to where they're going to have because like with quarterbacks they're adjusting it to where it's harder, but with running backs,
Well,
just
I
wanna
think
reference this against Adrian
I think
Peterson.
you look at the Hall of Fame, the running backs that are in the Hall of Fame. It's like the cream of the crop, though. Like it is like the unanimous like best guys.
oh yeah,
There are a lot of good running backs, but like the good running backs don't get in. 5 years of good football doesn't get you in.
but that's what I'm saying too. Now
Oh
to
my
where like
God.
most of the running
Adrian
backs that are
Peterson
most
was
of
a
the running
god.
backs that are
Yeah.
in there are older running
Jeez.
backs to where if they're going to start
No doubt. yeah.
adjusting their view because obviously like the new
Yeah,
age running
like-
backs aren't going to compare statistically to the old age running
No.
backs because of how the game was played.
But still, I mean,
Oh,
if
Adrian
your peak
Peterson's
is only
in
5
first
years,
ballot,
it's not going to
yeah.
get you in.
Okay, hang on. How good was Jerome Bettis? Because Jerome Bettis is in the Hall of Fame.
He was good.
Okay, Jerome Bettis is really good. He had like 9 1,000-yard seasons.
I feel like
The
I feel like-
bus.
the only
No,
guy
Jerome
who
Bettis
like
is in. I mean,
like
he,
a
he
short
has.
he was
career that
really-
He
got
has
it was
too
like
much
Earl
of, like,
Campbell
a
had a
brand
shorter
to
career.
not
but he
John
got in.
Riggins.
Hall of Fame. Like
He
that's
was
someone
good.
they want to put in the
Yes,
Hall
who's
of Fame.
John
Like,
He was
for the
the
He was
old
an
brand and
old
Redskins
everything
Redskins
they
running
did.
back. He was a white guy.
I think
What about
I don't think that he
Marshall
really
Faulk?
had.
Marshall Faulk stats are ridiculous.
Oh,
Are
Old,
they?
old
Yeah.
skin running back.
Yeah.
I
Black
think.
boy.
Oh, he's
Okay.
definitely in. But I don't know.
Okay. John Riggins.
Marshall, I think Marshall.
John
Faulk's
Riggins has
in.
got to be an
Is Marshall
outlier,
Faulk
man.
not
He-
already
the
in?
most he ever rushed for?
Yeah,
I mean,
because he was
he
like
was
the
Super Bowl
first
MVP.
pass catching and
he
like
played.
running
He
back.
played for
too.
14 years. Oh my God, yeah, and he had 24 touchdowns one season.
Oh my God.
I think he was
Was
he
his
might have been a
touchdowns
Super Bowl
insane?
MVP.
Was his touchdowns
Yeah,
crazy?
Also.
He played
Oh my
for a long
God.
time too.
Yeah, Marshall Faulk.
There was one year Marshall Faulk had
Yeah,
1,000 yards
red zone
receiving and
monster.
1,400
Is
yards
Is Mike
rushing.
Allstat in the Hall of Fame?
No.
I don't think so.
No.
He's not.
He was a
God, Marshall Faulk one year had 2,400 total scrimmage yards. He had 1 year with 26 total touchdowns.
Yeah, Marshall
My
Faulk
God,
was the first.
He was like
true
LT
dual
before
threat.
LT.
Yeah. LT's no doubt in. LT's.
Yep, Marshall Faulk.
Were we talking about Zeke?
Literally, yeah.
Is that where we went with the rabbit
Marshall
hole?
Faulk kind of
Yeah,
changed
we're
how
just trying to figure
NFL
out
teams look
which
at a
running backs
full-blown
were
running back in the
worth-
league.
worth
Okay,
you
so what do we
getting
say
in.
about Zeke?
No.
No.
I say no.
No.
Yeah. If you looked at it like just on paper right now, and you said like he still got 5
I'm
years,
saying
you'd probably
no.
say yes,
I'm
but
saying
we've
no.
seen
But
what
he
is
does have
and
the
he's gonna turn
longevity.
into.
And we
But
and we
no.
know the life
Yeah.
of running backs
Yeah.
in today's
Long-
age.
Yeah.
All right. Ndamukong Suh.
I'm gonna say yes. He was rookie of the year. He made 5 Pro Bowls, 3 All Pros, got a ring, and I mean Ndamukong Suh in his prime on those Lions days.
I'm gonna say yeah.
Was a
I'm gonna say
force
yeah.
to be reckoned with. He was
One of the best.
I'm not
college
saying he's
football
Aaron
players,
Donald, but he
too.
was like Aaron Donald before Aaron Donald.
He was one of the
in a
best college
sense.
football.
Oh shit.
Who did you put the pick on?
By the way, Cheeto Vera just
Vera
knocked
win?
the fuck out of Dominic Cruz in the fights. if
Big
anyone's
East
been on
corner
Cruz
making you
tonight.
folks
Nice.
money
He
out
just
there.
got
baby.
slept with a kick.
Got live
Vera?
updates.
Hell yeah.
Yep, Vera had the kick that knocked out Cruz. I was 50%.
So
tonight,
Ndamukong
What are we
Suh.
talking about?
Ndamukong
I'll
Suh.
say
yeah,
yes.
There you go. Sorry, just thought I'd throw
I
that
don't
in
really
there.
know.
But yeah,
I'm honestly like I want like I
Sorry.
don't know if I want to say
Off
yes to that.
topic.
Like is 5 Pro Bowls and all that.
yeah.
Like, is that how does that stack up to
I'll
the
say-
defensive tackles that have
I'll-
gotten in?
He was. Yeah, I
I'll
mean, he made
say-
3 All Pros all in a row. I mean, his dominance was like elite.
He
Were
was
his
the
sack
best
totals
D tackle
ever
in the league for those
big?
5 years, though.
He was never.
I mean, he's a
he
D
was never
tackle,
big
so, like,
sack, but
D
he was
tackles,
like
you
a
can't-
he was
yeah.
like a light Aaron Donald.
Ndamukong was
He's had a
Ndamukong.
nice.
Yeah.
He made the run game was shut
I
down.
mean,
and
for
he
a D
caused
tackle,
problems for the entire.
He's had a nice
interior
second
O-line.
chapter of his career
Yeah,
too.
and he got a ring with Tampa.
Yeah.
I mean, that's the biggest thing with like these Hall of Fame
And
arguments.
you have a
is-
second act.
Yeah, when
Yeah.
you got to compare him to who's in the
Yeah,
Hall of Fame.
I'll say
like,
That's I want to see the defensive tackles that are in the Hall of Fame what their stats look like. But I'm having a hard time finding it.
Defensive.
Yeah, I know. For some reason, I really can't find.
I
a
don't know
solid
why it's so
list
hard to
to-
look at. I think they just have a website.
Yeah, just like listed by position.
Okay, Warren Sapp, Raj. I don't know any of these people.
They're
Well,
all-
go
okay,
look
so
at-
Tony Baselli just got in. He got in this
Yeah, I would-
year.
Was
I
he a
would-
defensive
I would
lineman or was
say
he an offensive
defensive
lineman?
tackle.
Tony Boselli.
Wait, no, he was an offensive tackle.
Is
Yeah,
John
he was
Randall?
an offensive
Okay.
guy. Look at Warren
This
Sapp.
isn't even right.
Look at Warren Sapp.
And he-
just for
Okay, wasn't Warren Sapp a god?
Warren,
though?
yeah, Warren
Yeah.
Sapp.
Isn't he like one of the
Yeah.
best
Yeah.
players
Yeah.
ever?
I'll look up his stat. Warren Sapp was okay. His career stats: he had 96.5 sacks, 440 solo tackles, 19 forced fumbles.
He made
198 games.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6. He made seven Pro Bowls, 6-time All Pro, 4-time first team All Pro.
Jesus. I was just thinking John Randall.
John Randall's like one of the best like D tackles ever.
Yeah.
What about Reggie White? Was Reggie White D end or D tackle?
The end.
He was D end. Okay, I didn't know if he was a D tackle or not.
God,
John
Ndamukong,
Randall. Oh
that's
my
a tough name to
God.
spell.
John Randall. Edit that part out. John Randall for 6 years in a row is first team All Pro.
Good God.
Okay, just for
And,
ref-
oh my God, his sacks are nuts.
so just for
I made like an easy trade, like an easy just backup for backup trade, and he was like,
all right.
"No, I need Chubb." I was like, "Are you fucking retarded?"
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Mike's
Okay.
on. Mike's
All
on.
right. All right. We're doing is your mic on, Cole? Okay.
Yep.
All right. We're gonna do rapid fire NFL Hall of Fame or not. All right.
Rip it.
All right. And here we are with some rapid NFL Hall of Fame or not. I'm gonna name a player. Y'all say yes or no. Phillip Rivers,
No.
No.
no,
Eli Manning,
Yes.
Yes.
yes,
Marshawn Lynch,
Yes.
Yes.
yes,
Frank Gore,
Yes.
Absolutely.
yep,
Wes Welker,
No.
Yes.
no,
Devontae Adams,
Yes. By the end of his career. Yes.
Yes.
yeah,
Keenan Allen,
Yes. By the end of his career.
End of his career. Yes. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
Matt
That's my
Ryan,
opinion.
No.
No.
Nope.
Matt Stafford,
No.
Nope.
Nope.
Ndamukong Suh.
Yes.
Yep.
Yep.
Did y'all all agree on every
I
single
think
one of those?
we might have that.
Wait, why did we cut all the ones that we said no on? Or like the other ones that we did, like Romo and
Well, I tried to because I thought we had. I said to cut the ones where I thought we all said the same shit. Like Romo, we all said no. Edelman, we all said no. Dez, we all said no.
Those are the
Odell,
exact
Zeke,
same
we all
thing.
said no.
well.
All right,
that,
well-
that was more of a conversational topic.
Okay, I don't know if we can make a real. We're all saying the exact same.
Yeah.
That's pretty shitty. Whatever.
Okay. All right.
Moving on.